According to legend, the Tyrannosaurus Rex did not go extinct. Instead, they became chickens. Chickens are the real rulers of the earth. Praise our chicken overlords. In a few 100 million years, there will be no trace of human beings on Earth. Only chickens marking the planet in their own way, which is probably a good thing. Are chickens really that magical, or just delicious? Today, we are going to discuss them. This claw looks fresh, doesn't it? It resembles a bagged chicken claw with pickled peppers. However, this is actually the claw of a dinosaur from 100 million years ago, preserved in a large piece of amber. Some might say this isn't a dinosaur, it's clearly a bird. Indeed, once the fossil is examined, anyone can see that it is a bird, not a dinosaur. However, before well-preserved feathers were found, scientists long believed it to be a type of small dinosaur. It was only in the last decade or so that these feathered dinosaur fossils were discovered in China and Mongolia. This type of clear amber has also been found in Minas in Southeast Asia. Eventually, scientists revised their stance, referring to such fossils as enantiornithes. It's an extinct, primitive bird. At the same time, fossils of large feathered dinosaurs were also being discovered all over the world. These dinosaurs include the Ornithomimidae, Gallimimus, Willinacake, and Struthiomimus, among others. All of them might have evolved into various kinds of birds today. Even the Tyrannosaurus Rex, generally considered the most ferocious, couldn't escape the fate of having feathers. In 2007, a geneticist named Asala stated that his team had extracted proteins from Tyrannosaurus Rex fossils for analysis. It turned out that its closest living relative is the chicken. That's a pretty impressive conclusion. Many enthusiasts have started reconstructing what Tyrannosaurus Rex might have looked like. Scientists also attached tails to chickens to study, and claimed that this posture of walking is what Tyrannosaurus Rex looked like when it walked. Oh no, scientists are ruining our childhood. Thanks, scientists. There are still some ancient traits from the age of the dinosaurs remaining in chickens. For example, why do chickens lay eggs every day? Why aren't chickens angry when their eggs are taken away? Does everything else taste like chicken? Or does chicken taste like everything else? The principles behind these behaviors are intriguing. Chickens, like dinosaurs, don't have junk below their waists like you or I. Instead, they evolved to have a cloaca for reproduction, excretion, and urination. As a child, I saw a rooster fly onto a hen's back. I thought they were fighting, but I later learned that the rooster was actually mating. Yeah, get in there, buddy. When the mating is complete, the activity is over. Though it lacks a large and heavy cannon like me, a rooster's sperm is much more potent than a human's, even that of Chuck Norris. It's the size of the boat, not the motion in the ocean, after all. A human's sperm can survive for only a few hours to a maximum of 72 hours in the female body. A rooster's sperm can survive for 14 to 21 days in a hen's body. Chuck Norris's sperm can survive forever. Thus, in the wild, a hen only needs to ensure that it mates with at least 2 roosters. It can ensure that its body always has viable sperm. Ancient people saw hens laying eggs every day, but they rarely saw them mating with roosters in public. They assumed that the roosters were frequently mating with the hens in the henhouse. In reality, hens only need to mate about twice a month, kind of like my ex-wife. Hens also have a remarkable mechanism where they can choose whether to fertilize an egg with a particular rooster's sperm. I wish my ex-wife had that mechanism. Additionally, chickens are very intelligent. They can remember at least 100 different faces from the day they are hatched. Thus, in the world of chickens, a chick will definitely know who its father is. I wish I knew who my father was. Therefore, a rooster has to be very attractive. In addition to his crowing, he must impress the hens before mating so that his sperm is chosen. Chickens' vision is also remarkable because they have 5 types of cone cells in their eyes, unlike humans who have only 3. In addition to red, green, and blue, chickens can also see violet and ultraviolet light. This ability allows chickens to notice the sunrise earlier than humans, which is why roosters crow to signal that it's morning and time to wake up. Not just because they like to be annoying. Any friend who stole eggs as a child must have noticed that hens can count. They usually stop laying more eggs when there are about 5 or 6 in the nest and begin to incubate them. However, in the wild, it was common for dinosaur eggs to be stolen. Instead of spending more energy protecting the eggs, it was more efficient to lay more quickly. Thus, if you steal eggs before the nest is full, the hen will continue laying eggs because the nest always has space. This evolutionary strategy has led to 2 peculiarities in chickens. First, even without a rooster, hens will continue to lay eggs. Second, as long as the number of eggs in the nest doesn't reach a fixed number, the hen will keep laying eggs. Modern chicken farms have exploited these behaviors to breed purebred hens that lay eggs every day. They have become egg-laying machines for humans. 99% of eggs in supermarket freezers are from these hens. The other 1% just materialize. Currently, humans are raising 4.2 billion laying hens worldwide. These hens are laying eggs at an astonishing rate. The most prolific hen laid 371 eggs in a year. These 4.2 billion laying hens collectively lay about 960 billion eggs annually. That's more than the entire cast of some adult websites. On average, each hen lays 228 eggs. They have never met a rooster in their lives and can't save a full nest of eggs in their lifetime. Stimulated by hormones and feed provided by humans, they eat for 18 hours a day, relentlessly. Those that lay fewer eggs are manually culled. This is referred to as eliminating bad genes. I wish people did something like this, then we wouldn't have TikTok. And for the male chicks that hatch, they are directly processed into protein feed. This is the plight of these poor hens, and the situation is even worse for broiler chickens. The number of broilers is so large that it affects the structure of the earth. Today, in feedlots around the world, there are 25 billion broilers. In 2019, humans consumed a total of 77 billion broilers. Billions of chicken bones were buried in landfills, becoming delicious markers of geological time. The Earth is 4.6 billion years old. If there is a major change on the surface of the Earth at some point, then after billions of years, these changes will be buried in the ground. Modern humans actually learn about the history of the Earth based on these markers in the strata. For example, a 2 billion-year-old stratum is called the orogenic period. At that time, there were many traces of mountain building left in the strata. The stratum from 630 million years ago is called the Sinian period. In this stratum, many multicellular organisms are found. The stratum from 420 million years ago is called the Devonian. The Earth was like a big mud pit then. 100 million years ago, it was the Cretaceous period, when dinosaurs dominated. So, during the 10,000 years of human dominance, what surface structures have we changed? The pyramids, concrete, lots of steel. In fact, these traces will be completely erased by time. Scientists have joked that billions of years from now, after the human race has become extinct, alien archaeologists came to this beautiful blue planet and found that there was a chicken's age on the blue planet. Countless chicken bones in this layer suggest that this flock of blue planet chickens knew how to use fossil fuels. They made plastic, built cities, and were quite highly civilized, as evidenced by clear signs of nuclear contamination found in this layer, indicating that they were using nuclear power. They might have flown out of the blue planet. However, they were suddenly extinct in a very short period. This is an archaeological mystery. To solve this mystery, some scholars believe that there were also millions of mass graves found on the blue planet. Hundreds of billions of blue planet chickens are expected to have been buried in each grave. In these graves, microplastics have also been found in equally surprising quantities. Perhaps this unfortunate group of blue planet chickens encountered a bizarre alien civilization who needed to bury billions of blue planet chickens together with microplastics as sacrifices to their gods. It seems that there is fossil evidence to prove the existence of this alien civilization, but the specific reasons for the extinction of blue planet chickens will require more research by archaeologists to find out. It's a joke, but it's also a scientific fact. So far, the traces that humans have left on the Earth are not their own civilization, but microplastics, nuclear pollution, a small amount of reinforced concrete, and lots of chicken bones. Definitely something to be proud of, isn't it? Think about dinosaurs. Were they just like the chickens? The dinosaurs we know by studying the traces underground were also wiped out suddenly. There are also lots of fossils evenly distributed across the globe. There are also all kinds of faint civilization evidence and prehistoric legends. Then, could they have been food as well? Those meteorites, volcanoes, nuclear winters were not used to make them extinct. It was a star war that destroyed the entire surface of the Earth and caused their demise. Also, why were dinosaurs initially discovered without feathers, while now they are said to have had feathers? Think of the chicken in the freezer. After they're slaughtered, they are also featherless. Why does a chicken show fear from their ancestors when you hold their head down and draw a straight line in front of its eyes? It then enters a state of suspended animation under hypnotic control, straight line, pressing its head. These are similar to human automated slaughtering methods. Chickens don't just have genes coded for taste in their bodies, they are also genetically programmed to eat little, grow fast, and be easy to kill. This is a chilling thought when considered deeply. But in reality, humans actually use the principles of this ghost story to breed trillions of broilers. The story behind this is something like this. Once the human race declines, tens of billions of chickens on farms will return to nature and take over the earth. When the story is told here, it is full of hope. But then, scientists said that chickens have a good memory. They use more than 30 sounds to communicate internally. Chickens also feel pain and dream like humans do. So, when chickens take over the earth, will they take their revenge on mankind and become the last straw to wipe out the human race? I, for one, welcome our new chicken overlords. After all, they still carry Tyrannosaurus Rex genes in their bodies. Perhaps many years later, those who excavate the ground to study archaeology are not aliens, but the offspring of this flock of chickens. They will say, a group of greedy monkeys appeared in the new age of chickens. They were very intelligent, but soon they were exterminated by their own greed and wisdom.